Quick pit stop and get some fuel on the way, otherwise I'll not be going very far. So I thought I'd just take you along, and I'm sure I'll think of someone to talk to in a second. Well, subject that's quite near and dear to me. Last month, me in September, obviously being Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Month. Can definitely say that's something that's I'm a big advocate for. End of the day, the slogan is "It's okay to not be okay," and that is completely true. Everyone in life has their own struggles, their own times where they don't feel like it's going to get better, and they just want to, end it all, end what they feel like is suffering. But take it from me, with experience on this subject, it does get better. It may not be tomorrow or the next day or the day after that, but in time it does get better. You go back to being your old self. You're more outgoing, you're more social, you're happy again, and life keeps going on. The most important thing when you're having these struggles is to reach out, whether it's your parents, a friend, a family member, teacher, doctor, whoever it is. You reach out to someone and you start talking, even if it's just a little bit here and a little bit there. Bit by bit, the weight on your shoulders, it'll get easier. You'll be able to breathe a bit. You'll be able to breathe easier, and it won't feel like this crushing weight that's bearing down on you. But while you keep everything bottled up and you don't talk about it, the more and more you shove down and you don't talk to anyone about, the more of an effect that'll have on you. Like, you'll lose your appetite. That's usually one of the first things to go. You lose your appetite. You go for days on end without eating because you don't feel hungry. Like you lose that ability of feeling hungry or wanting something to eat, and then it'll range from then to you'll stop sleeping. I mean, I could go up to a week without sleeping before I just absolutely crashed. It got to the point where my body was physically shutting me down to prevent me doing any further damage. You become a shell of who you used to be, and it's okay. At the end of the day, life isn't easy. It's not something that's ever gonna be easy. Like maybe for some in the big mansions and stuff like that, with millions in the bank, maybe it's easy for them. But for everybody else like us, life can be a very difficult thing, and it's very, very, very easy just to go, I'm just overreacting or I'm overthinking it. But you're not. If you feel the need to talk to somebody about that, you can drop a comment. I'll get back to you whenever I can. There's always someone in your life that you can talk to, even when you feel like you have nobody. It'll be the person you least expect. In my case, it was someone completely new, and that person has become a fundamental person in my life. Whenever I have an issue or I feel I'm struggling, I can always go see her and have a conversation. No judgment. No, I don't get looked down on. I don't get told it's all in my head. I'm able to get everything out on the table, and when I do that, my mind feels easier. I can breathe a bit better, and I can work it out. But if you keep it all tucked in, and all confined down, and you refuse to acknowledge it, it'll get harder and harder, and it's no way to live. The way I was living back then was absolutely, it was depressing. It really was. I had no drive, and had no want to go anywhere, no want to do anything. It was just, honestly, one of the hardest things I've ever experienced. Now I'm going to quickly fuel up here. I've seen some very pretty bikes round the corner. Right, I'll be back in a minute. God, it's beautiful. Nice GSXRs. Oh, two sexy GSXRs, two sexy ones. In the blue I want as well. Oft, they are beautiful. Oft. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, it's okay. Like, some people struggle to talk at first for fear of judgment, but when you find the people that truly care for you, you can tell them anything and they will never ever judge you. And when you have people like that in your life, you'll be okay. Don't get me wrong, it's not gonna cure you. There is no cure, but you get better at coping and you get better at living with it, and your life gets easier. You start to enjoy yourself again, you get happier again. What? This is all my personal experience. Like, for some people it doesn't, just because they ended it, and that's a very bitter pill to swallow, that one. Yeah. But for the ones that are struggling, I urge you, talk to someone, no matter who it is. Could be a health professional, mother, son, teacher, friend, your best friend. Because no matter what, if they truly care about you, like I think they do, they'll sit with you for however long it is, no matter what time in the morning it is, no matter what they've got going on. They will help you when you ask for it. And that's the fundamental point. That is the fundamental thing you need to do, is stop putting on the fake smile. Okay, I've done it before. It's a good coping mechanism, because people, you don't have to acknowledge it. But when you're not acknowledging it, it just eats away at you inside. So your most crucial and most pivotal step, find that person you trust enough and go, hey, I'm not doing so good. Can we talk? Even we'll go for a coffee or something. We'll do what you usually do when you hang out. When you find that person, and then you just go, look, I've been struggling with X, Y, Z, and just explain to them. Let them take a second to understand it, and then go from there. But the most pivotal, the most important step is asking for that help. And don't get me wrong, if you have some amazing people in your life, some of them will know when you're not quite yourself, And if they turn around to you and ask you what's wrong, don't just go, oh, I'm just having a bad day, or I'm fine. If they've asked, they're extending that help to you. So it could be a lifeline in some cases. It could just be the bridge, the way of making that conversation happen. But it is a very important decision you make in that one. Because if they're offering the help, you can trust them. The person I go to, I can trust with absolutely anything in my life. No matter what is going on in my head or what's happened to me, I can simply pull out the phone, give her a wee message and go, hey look, I'm not doing so well today, can we meet up, or can I give you a wee phone call? And a lot of the time we'll meet up and we'll sit and we'll talk, or even talk over Messenger, like even Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the people that you trust. You may not be quite ready to talk to them about it in person, but you can talk to it on there. Or another good way to get things out, so they're not weighing down on you, is I kept a diary for a couple of years. Wrote down in it what I was feeling, wrote down the date, how I felt, what I was thinking, things like that, what was bothering me, and that was amazing. It helped me get things out on paper, able to look at it and go, right, this and this, that's where it's bothering me, that's how it's bothering me, right, how do I cope with this? And then obviously when it was big things that really threw me off or derailed me, then I'd go to my person who I talk to quite a lot, and I'd be like, look, hey, I need your help. But that is the most important thing, guys. And on this lovely, beautiful day in Paisley, as Albert Einstein once said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If you're struggling with these issues and you keep just bottling them up, keep just thinking it's nothing, then they aren't going to get better. Sometimes the only way to get better is to talk to people. And I realise this has been quite a deep and sensitive vlog, so I will make sure the title reflects that it might have a trigger warning for some, but I'm going to leave you here because I'm about to pull into my work, but I need to go and get my lunch first. So ride safe, guys.